Yo, I'm in the zone when the big blocks rumble. Slide in the slick, watch the quick line crumble. MDiTV got the heat in the tunnel. Boost in the stream, better tighten that buckle. Dirt flying, wide ties grinding. Slide job city, full send, no hiding. Modified beast, you can't fake that tone. It's a full barrel growl and it shakes your dome. Big block, we bring the thunder. Big block, straight out of the under. Big block, tear up the clay. If you ain't built tough, better get out the way. From Brewerton down to the Port Royal gates, I'm shifting fate when I rotate plates. Got torque in the veins and hate in the dust. It's checkers or wreckers and slide we trust. I ain't here for a cruise or a cameo. I'm throwing sliders like Mario. Red flag rage when I rage the show. Tech with the flow when the wheels go roll. Big block, full send savage. Big block, dirt track havoc. Big block, hear that scream. Built not bought, it's a racer's dream. Shout out to the warriors in the pits. Wrench turners, heat burners, slide with the blitz. MDiTV, yeah, we lit on stream. When the big blocks roll, you know what it means. Peer up the clay. Built not bought. Built not bought. It's a racer's dream. Shout out to the warriors in the pits. Wrench turners, heat burners, slide with the blitz. MDiTV, yeah, we lit on stream. When the big blocks roll, you know what it means. Yeah, you know what it means.
I don't have you blocked, Dalton. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Block Modifieds as we are here for the season finale. I said I don't have you blocked. It is going to be the big block starting off the night here tonight at Lernerville. Then we'll be rolling over to Bristol Dirt for the super late models. Should be a wild night tonight. And we got a treat later on. If you guys go follow us over on YouTube at MDiTV now, we're going to be doing some late model stocks. And I'll be racing in it. So make sure you guys get over there and follow us over on YouTube. You don't want to miss that action. We'll have a little Discord chatter going on. Should be interesting. So make sure you guys jump up over there at some point tonight and make sure you give us a follow. Do I? I may. I'd have to look. I don't have very many people on my blacklist. All right, so we got Curtis Griffin currently at the top of the boards. Jeff Humphrey second. Aiden Hervey third. Ben Jolly, Michael Swink, our top five here tonight for the Big Block Modifieds in practice. Hold on, I got to go find SDK because I got to go change all that stuff. Looks like that is going to be the end of a practice. We're going to get into qualifying here. Oh, nope. We've still got about 40 seconds left here in practice. Damian Ward has jumped to the top of the charts. I was in the old practice. That was what was up there. So Damian Ward at the top of the charts. Jacob Schultz, Aaron Rockefeller, Drew Alton, and Tyler Hampton are your top five. Looks like we got 26 cars. That means we'll be sending 8 home here tonight. should be interesting here tonight. Linger on about mid-pack right now. Brundage trying to break his way into the top 5. Ryan Goffmanis out there. Let's see, Ben Jolly out on the track right now in the number 19 machine. Yo, what's up, Braden? What's up, buddy? Austin, what's up, buddy? Been a while. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate that. What's up, Luke? I see you. You see what we're doing later? I'm assuming you've seen the Discord. Austin with 9 roses. Austin, I'm sorry I missed that. I appreciate you, buddy. Been a while since I've seen you out there. As we are getting out on the track, getting ready for qualifying here. Looks like Ben Jolly might jump out here a little bit early. No, he's just going to sit at the end of pit road. Let's see. We got Damian Ward out on the track in the number 32 machine. That should be a lot of fun if you're able to run it. Yeah, we are going to do some late model stocks. Right now, we are only, it's going to be first 24 people, but it is password protected, and that password is in the Discord. Should be a lot of fun. I will be racing it, and I will be streaming it over on YouTube only. You guys don't want to miss that action. That'll probably go to members only for the YouTube because I don't know how I'm going to communicate while I'm driving. As Jacob Schultz goes to the top of the charts with a 15.023 for Jacob Schultz. Curtis Griffin out on the track. Tyler Hampton, Joey Lingron. Rockefeller going to be third quick. Let's go jump on with Lingron in the number 99 Majula C machine. Yo, what's up, Braden? What's up, Braden? As we got a lot of Bradens over there. As Lingron going to cross the line, he's going to start lap number 1. Ben Jolly out there, Raging Ray. How about Trip Whitmire out there on the track? Also, Laboon out there. Let's see where Lingron is able to put it. He's going to be fourth quick as of now with a 15.077. Trey Pasica out there in the number 12 machine. Look for him to possibly be quick here tonight. Yeah, for sure. Trey going to go 7th quick with a 15.121. Him and Bure have tied as Ben Jolly jumps up to 2nd quick with a 15.058. All right, put one in the swank bank. Where's he going to end up here tonight as he comes out of turn number 4 in the number 27 machine? He's going to come across the line and start. Oh, no, that is lap number 1. A is going to be out there with a 15.084 for Michael Swank. Drew Alton, he's been on fire lately. He's going to be 2nd quick with a 15.038 for Drew Alton. Oh, Swank just swanked the wall. Got Goffmanis out there. And the number, oh, he gets the wall. He's going to be quick time with a 15.004 for Ryan Goffmanis. Got Justin White out on the track in the 20W. Let's see where Justin's able to put that machine. As I need you guys to hit that like, share, and follow button. Let's get some people up in the stream. And he does not. Oh, he did complete the lap, but it was not quick enough to take him from 26th quickest. These heat races are going to be absolutely wild, guys. We're going to have 13 cars. Only 7 are going to transfer through. Let's get ready for heat race number 1. I think I need to turn them up a little bit. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it is going to be the number 2 machine of Ryan Goffmanis. Outside of him, in the 100 machine, he's been hot lately. It's going to be Drew Alton. Starting inside row number 2, in the number 18 machine, it's going to be Aaron Rockefeller. Outside of him, in the number 99, it's going to be Joey Lingron. Starting inside row number 3, in the number 27 machine, it's going to be Michael Swank. Outside of him, in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Starting inside row number 4, in the number 56 machine, it's going to be Ken. Oh, did I did that wrong. Oh, my bad, guys. Let me pull up the grid so I can actually. So Glenn Chapa was actually outside row number 3. in that number 9 machine. Then starting inside row number 4, it's going to be the 56 of Ken Bure. Buri. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to say that. Outside of him, in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Then starting inside row number 5 in the 01 machine, it's going to be Tritt Whitmire. Starting outside of him in the number 8 machine, I'm assuming it is going to be Michael Hackett. Then inside row number 6 in the number 25, it's going to be Cal Rudy. Starting outside of him in that number 51 machine, it's going to be Mason Inman. Then rounding out the field in the number 76 machine, it's going to be JT Berman. Looking for the green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. When it green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lori saying go Damian Ward. He's going to be in heat race number 2 as Drew Alton's going to be all over the back of Goff Madison to turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Alton down low out of turn number 4. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It's going to be Drew Alton at the line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Alton going to slide up the track, easily takes the lead as lingering in that number 3 spot. Here comes Goff Mattis back down low on Alton. Alton with a little defense as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Goff Mattis at the line that time by Dakota. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Out of turn number 2, big run for Drew Alton down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side into 3 and 4. Alton or Goff Mattis going to roll the bottom. That bottom side is digging right now in turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Alton digging back on the outside into 1 and 2. Alton going to dig back on the outside, leads it down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. But watch this bottom side and 3 and 4. No, Goff Mattis going to slide up the track. Big cut down by Alton. Alton going to take the bottom line. Goff Mattis going to lead that side by 4 laps to go. Alton going to get back down to the bottom as they come out of turn number 2. Slides back up the track. Goff Mattis going to get down low into turn number 3 and 4. Ships it in. Slides it up the track. Here comes Drew Alton back down low out of turn number 4. Goff Mattis going to lead that time by with 3 laps to go. Here comes Alton back with the slide. Alton going to slide him in turn number 1 and 2. Ryan's going to get a good run out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Ships it into 3 and 4. Tries to slide up the track. Alton gives him the room. It's going to be a drag race down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go. Almost a dead heat at the line. Here comes Alton in 1 and 2. Alton going to pinch it down just a little bit. Makes Ryan turn down lower than he was. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Ryan going to slide it up the track. Alton going to come back down. White flag is out. What a race for the lead as they come into turn number 1 and 2. Alton going to slide it through 1 and 2. Tries to pinch it down. Can't stop the slide. Hugh thinking for the follow. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Goff Mattis. Goff Mattis going to slide him. Alton going to dig down low. Oh, he clips the grass out of turn number 4. It's going to be Goff Mattis with the win. Alton second. Lingron. Ken Brundage. Choppa and Rockefeller going to the feature. Everybody else off to the Conti. What's up, Laboon? What's up, Mac? Wow, what a race for the win in heat race number 1. If that is how tonight's going to be, I am going to be absolutely ecstatic. That was phenomenal. That has to be one of the best big block races in a heat race all season long right there. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be the number 12 of Jacob Schultz. Outside of him, in the number 19 machine, it's going to be Ben Jolly. Starting inside row number 2, in the number 2 machine, it's going to be Chance Carr. Outside of him, in the number 76, it's going to be Ragin' Ray Ramy. We're slow. Yeah, the main could be wild if it's like that. What's up, Morgan? What's up, Laboon? It's going to be starting inside row number 3 in that number 13 machine. It's going to be Aiden Hervey. Outside of him, in the number 32, it's going to be Damian Ward. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 12 machine, it's going to be Trey Pasica. Outside of him, in the number 14, it's going to be Tyler Hampton. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Zachary Mitzner. Outside of him, in the 305, it's going to be Curtis Griffin. Starting inside row number 6, in the 11 position, in the number 11, it's going to be Jordan LaFon. Outside of him, in the number 71 machine, it's going to be Brian Orto. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in the 20W, it is going to be Justin White. Looking for the green flag as they come down the back straightaway. Going to be Schultz leading the way. maybe Kenny. I wonder if Kenny's going to run with us later. Ron, thank you for the share. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Schultz going to easily take the lead. Ben Jolly in that number 2 spot. He's got Chance Carr down low. Big run for Jolly out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Jace, thank you for the follow as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Schultz easily going to lead. Here comes the run from Jolly. Jolly going to get to the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. Can't get the drive off. Schultz going to drive it down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. They are absolutely swapping lanes as Schultz going to clip the grass in turn number 3 and 4. They were almost 4 wide for a second there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Jay, thank you for the follow. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to keep these 3 nose to tail. Here comes Jolly. Jolly going to slide it. He ships it into 3 and 4. Doesn't go over the edge. Out of turn number 4, takes the lead that time by Ben Jolly into 1 and 2. Schultz going to clip him, tries to get the slide. They make contact. Big stack up. Chance Carr goes around. Big stack up. Carr and Ward are going to pay for that one as Ben Jolly leads the way. Here comes Schultz back up underneath. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Schultz bound to the bottom. Does not slide him. Out of turn number 2. Big run for Jolly. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for the lead here as they get 3 laps to go at the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be nose to tail. How about this? The other 12 of Trey Pasica up into the number 4 spot. Oh, Hervey's actually in the 17. My bad. As they come out of turn at number 4. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. What's up, user? 634-2377-928817. As they come out of turn number 4, pretty single file up at the front. We're going to go back here. It's a little crazy. Here is Raging Ray and Hampton into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. We are watching the battle for 5th as they come across the line. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Battle for 5th on the screen right now. It is Curtis Griffin on that bubble stop down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Ben Jolly with the win. Jacob Schultz, Hervey, Pasica, Raging Ray, Curtis Griffin, and Hampton going to the feature. Everybody else off to the LCQ. This LCQ is going to be wild. We are going to have, about 12 cars going for 4 spots. Hold on, guys. This is going to get nuts. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ, it's going to be the number 27 of Michael Swank. Outside of him, in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Zachary Mitzner. There's some good cars in the back, guys. You got to watch this one. Starting inside, row number 2. He's actually in the 21. I don't know if Trading Paints is not working or if it's not, or what. It is going to be Michael Hackett. Outside of him, in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Jordan Laboon. That was a good race, yeah. Starting inside, row number 3, in that number 25 machine, it's going to be Cal Rudy. Outside of him, in the number 71, it's going to be Brian Orto. Starting inside, row number 4, in the number 76 machine, it's going to be JT Bierman. Outside of him, in the number 32, it's going to be Damian Ward. Starting inside, row number 5, in the 01 machine, it's going to be Trent Whitmire. Outside of him, in the number 2 machine, it'll be Chance Carr. Then rounding out the field here tonight, bash part, right? Starting inside, row number 6, in the number 51 machine, it will be Mason Inman. Outside of him, in the number 20W, it will be Justin White. So Swank going to lead the field. Yeah, you're going to have to hold on for dear life. This is going to get crazy. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if it'll happen in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, I would not put past a big one. As they come across the line, they get the 1 to go this time by. Go Ward out in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and reload the paints because I think Hackett should have a paint. And he shouldn't be the only one. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Trading Paints is updating. You'll see these cars go gray as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Michael Swank on the inside. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway down into 1 and 2. Swank going to lead it. Mitzner in second. Hackett in third. Spearman up to the number 4 spot as these guys going to fall back like a rock as they head into turn number 3 and 4. On to turn number 4, here comes Misner looking down low. Can't take the lead from Swink. Swink down into turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, so trading pace didn't load all the way up. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Does Swank have one in the Swank bank as they come out of turn number 4? Down the front straightaway. He's going to lead that time by Mitzner and Swank have to feel comfortable, but look at the battle for 4th. Oh, Bierman into Hackett. Big checkup. Everybody checking up, giving each other room as they head into 3 and 4. Bierman going to slide up the track. They're going to be 3 wide as Chance Carr going to take it down the bottom. Here comes Hackett, threatening the needle, gives the door to JT Bierman. Bierman over the edge. He's going to make contact now with Carr as they come down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Carr's going to check up, gets into the back of Hackett. These guys try to hold on as Orto's going to slide into the number 3 spot as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Damian Ward looking to transfer his way in. Big contact through 1 and 2. Hackett going to fall back as they come out of turn number 2 up over the edge. That is unfortunate for Hackett as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be Orto and Rudy in as it stands right now as Ward's going to use up Rudy into 1 and 2. Uses them out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Rudy's going to go back. Here comes Chance Carr in the number 2. 3 wide. Carr with the slide. Threads the needle up the track out of turn number 4. This is the battle for the transfer spot between Carr and Ward. Ward doesn't have room to slide. Carr's going to get the run out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Laboon might be in the catbird seat in that number 11 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Cal Rudy fighting back as I think Ward had it at the line that time by. Ward going to ship it in, slides up, parks it on Orto. Absolutely demolishes Orto. Carr's going to go by. Here comes Laboon. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Orto can't be happy about that one as they come out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. Down into turn number 1 and 2. The field is stretched out. Swank leading the way. Laboon looking up underneath Ward for that transfer spot as they head for turn number 3 and 4. White flag this time by. Will somebody get desperate for that number 4 spot as they come across the line? White flag is out. Here comes Laboon down low. He's going to ship it down into 1 and 2. Gives a little clip to Ward. Ward holds on to it. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Swank, Mitzner, Carr, and Ward going to the feature here tonight. What's up, Clark? All right, we're going to get ready for the feature here tonight as we are going to get ready for tonight's main event here for the Big Block Modifieds. This is going to be 50 laps here tonight. Bumper cars. Yeah, that is Heat race number 1 was absolutely phenomenal. I don't know what happened after that. All right, they are getting spicy in the chat. I just realized I got none of the right stuff up there. All right, I goofed that up. We're going to go ahead and fix that, and we are going to get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 2 machine. What's up, Randy? Look at everybody showing up in the chat. It is going to be the number 2 of Ryan Goffmanis. Starting outside of him in the number 19 machine, it's going to be Ben Jolly. Starting inside row number 2, he has been hot here lately. You got to watch out for him here tonight. It is the 100 of Drew Alton. Outside of him in the number 12 machine, it's going to be Jacob Schultz. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 99 machine, it's going to be Joey Lingron. Outside of him in the number 13, I'm assuming now it's going to be Aiden Hervey. Starting inside row number 4. I don't know what number he is, so we're going to go click on him. It is going to be the number 56 of Canberra. Outside of him, in the number 12 machine, it's going to be Trey Pasica. Starting inside, row number 5, in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Outside of him, in the number 76, it's going to be Ragin' Ray Remy. Starting inside, row number 6 here tonight. In the number 9 machine, it's going to be Glenn Chapa. Outside of him, in the 305, it's going to be Curtis Griffin. Then rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be Aaron Rockefeller, 13th, Tyler Hampton, 14th, Michael Swank, 15th, Zachary Mitzner 16th, Chance Carr 17th, and Damian Ward in that number 18 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. What's up, Schaefer? Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be the number 2 machine of Goffmanis pulling down the back straightaway as Alton starts to fall out of turn number 2. 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Alton's going to ship it in hard as Lingron rolls the bottom as they come into turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Jolly's going to hold on to that number 2 spot as Lingron has that bottom side rolling out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job by Jolly. Jolly going to take the lead out of turn number 4. He's going to lead that time by. Here comes Goffmanis down low. They're going to take it to almost 3 wide as Alton gets sideways out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Jolly going to hold on to it. Goffmanis second. Here comes Lingron. He's going to roll the bottom out of turn number 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. There are multiple different... Oh, Pasika had to get on the binders to not run over Lingron. Big checkup. That's going to cost him a lot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Lingron starting to get that bottom side to roll. Rolling up underneath Goffmanis into turn number 1 and 2. Goffmanis going to get the run out of 2 as Schultz has the outside down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Watch 3 and 4. That bottom side is so good right here for Lingron. He's going to get him side by side for that number 2 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. You're not wrong. It is definitely getting interesting in the chat out there. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Right now it is Ben Jolly leading the way. Battle is for second. Lingron really getting that bottom side to roll. Alton has followed suit. Here comes Aiden Hervey on the high side in that number 13. Down out of turn number 4. Top side is definitely getting dominant. That is going to be the question of the night. How many people will end up over the edge, especially in turn number 3 and 4 here tonight as the bottom side starting to look like it has fallen off as Goffman is going to roll down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Here comes Lingron making the adjustment up the track out of turn number 4, trying to hold on to third. He's going to have to get in line here. He does into 1 and 2. Beautifully done by Lingron. Now we're going to get a whole lot of follow the leader, but Drew Alton going to go to the bottom. This is going to be all about not killing the person in front of you right now as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, contact between Alton, Lingron, and Hervey. They're all going to keep it straight down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Alton tried to toss it up, makes a little contact with Lingron. All of them keep it straight, no harm, no foul. They keep it rolling as they head through 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Alton going to fall back behind Hervey. It is so hard to get that bottom side to work right now as Ragin' Ray seems to be closing in on this top pack. So does the rest of the field. Brundage in that number 8 spot, but Ragin' Ray up 3 positions. He is our biggest mover right now as he is trying to catch this front pack. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Jolly going to continue to lead the field down the front straightaway. 12 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, he is pushing. Jolly is pushing the top side in 1 and 2. That could get dangerous later on. We'll see if that bites them as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Absolutely on a razor edge. Oh, my God. Slide job there by Lingron. Lingron almost goes over the edge. He's going to lose 1. No, he doesn't. He is going to lose a spot as Schultz is going to grab it out of turn number 2. Here comes Hervey in that number 13. Oh, big stack up sideways for Lingron. Lingron with the big save out of turn number 4. What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan, this is Top Split official. I don't think you get anybody to come back to you. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're out there looking like a retard right now, Jonathan. Ben Jolly leads the way. Goffmanis in second. Jacob Schultz in third. Aiden Hervey in that number 4 spot. Lingron in 5th. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, contact with the wall for Drew Alton. He's going to keep it straight. Here comes Hervey looking down low out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to keep it single file through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Single file right now, kind of boring up at the front. Let's go see what they're doing back here. Is there any havoc? Down into turn... Larry's over on... oh, Larry is on TikTok. That's where you're tagging. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Right now, everybody kind of just following suit. They're trying to get it side by side up here. No, it's single file right now. Kind of boring as they come down the back straightaway. They need to get the. Oh no, Lindgren goes over the edge. He'll be the first one here tonight. Will that bring out the yellow? He's going to stay in the gas. No, that's going to bring out the yellow. Yellow flag comes out for Lindgren over the edge. All right, so caution flag comes out here for the first time as Lindgren pushes it up over the edge. We'll see what happens here. As Ben Jolly, Ryan Gofamis are your top two, as they are going to re-rack them, restack them. All right, we got them stacked up down the back straightaway, looking for that green flag here once again as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Appreciate it, Cole. As they come out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out as Jolly leads them into turn number 1 and 2. Goffmanis going to try to hold on to that number 2 spot as Olton tries to roll the bottom. He's going to lose a ton of ground out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Raging Ray in that 76 trying to work that bottom side. Remember, he was closing in on those top drivers as there's contact as Olton gives the door to Schultz out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Big slide by Olton, cut down by Schultz. Schultz going to make contact with Brundage. Brundage holds onto it down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Here comes Schultz digging down low. Oh, contact. Schultz going to get hit again as Brundage slides up the track. Drew Alton making bold moves. Here comes Brundage with a big slide into turn number 3 and 4. He threw the haymaker and did not land as they come down the back straightaway. What's up, Young Money? As they head into turn number 1 and 2. Big stack up, big checkup for Aiden Hervey. He's going to fall back, tries to dig back. He does down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Hervey going to send it up. Oh, he knocked Brundage over to the edge. Brundage hard into the outside wall. Big contact there. A little bit of contact there. Let's see what happens. Here comes Hervey. Hervey going to send it up and gives him the absolute door into turn number 3 and 4. And a big hit for Brundage into the outside wall. So caution flag comes out here once again. Second time tonight as we are about halfway through this one. As Jolly continuing to command this one. We'll see if he falls off later on, but right now, dominating performance from the 19 of Ben Jolly. Go Jolly, says user 634-237-792-8817. Go backwards. What's up, LJ? All right, we got them stacked up. Brundage down on pit road right now, getting a little bit of damage repaired. They should get that 1 to go this time by. As they come out of turn number 4, it is 1 to go. 1 to go. Pace truck lights are off. We should see Nick Brundage sliding back out on the track. He is on his way out there now. as it's going to get interesting. This track is starting to go away a little bit. We'll see if we can get some passing in as the track starts to slick out. We'll see if more people go up and over the edge. We're about to find out as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Brundage is back out on the track. Green flag is out. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Here comes Drew Alton. Drew Alton going to go for the haymaker, third to first out of turn number 2. He's going to park it on Jolly's nose. Down the back straightaway into turn 4. Here comes a big slide from Goff Mattis. Oh, holds it wide open on the top. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3, 1 and 2. Front straightaway into 1 and 2. Slide job by Jolly. Alton has to get on the brakes. They're going to block off Madison. Goff Mattis going to dig up underneath into turn number 3 and 4. Alton going to lead the way as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Jolly looking low. Can't get there. They're 3 wide behind him into turn number 1 and 2. Aiden Hervey rolling that bottom as we got a pair of 12s back there. Oh, no. Goff Mattis over the edge in turn number 1 and 2. Ryan over the edge. Will he should make it back on without a caution flag as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Drew Alton leads the way. Ben Jolly in second. Trey Pasica is up 5 spots into that number 3 position. Jacob Schultz and Damian Ward up 13 positions into 5th as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Here comes Ward down low. He's going to slide in 1 and 2. Schultz going to get on the gas, tries to get away from him. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, 30 laps complete, 20 laps to go. Battle for second. Here comes Jolly. Jolly's going to go ahead and slide Pasica into turn number 1 and 2. Pasica back with the cut down out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Pasica going to park it on his nose out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Or front straightaway. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. Pasica up to second. 6 positions. Does he have anything for Alton? Second has quieted down. We have a battle for that number 4 spot. Jacob Schultz is in it. Damian Ward wants it. And Raging Ray is up 4 spots into that number 6 position. Don't count him out as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. So we see a little line exploring into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to see where these guys can go. Who will find speed first as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, Swank is out. I just realized Michael Swank is out as they come out of turn number 4. Alton's going to grab the wall down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Pasica trying to hold on to that number 2 spot. Here comes Jolly. Jolly's going to make contact with him down the back straightaway. Pasica holds on to it. Schultz going to take advantage. He gets up underneath out of turn number 4. Big contact. Pasica hard into the outside wall. Oh, then he got smoked by the 17 of Mitzner. Caution flag comes out. All right, watch this one happen right here. Schultz going to land right on Pasica's nose. He says only 112 car can be in the top 5. Smokes him in the wall, and Mitzner nowhere to go. Going to grab him with that right rear. Caution flag comes out. So caution flag is out here once again. As we are working the caution flag once again tonight. This has been a wild one. Definitely been a wild one here tonight. If you have not yet, make sure you guys jump over to the YouTube. Give that YouTube channel a follow. We will be doing some late model stock racing over there later on. Bert, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I will be racing, so it will be from my point of view. It should be fun. I don't normally do that, so it's definitely going to be interesting. Go check out MDiTV now over on YouTube. Make sure you give it a follow. You're okay. Did it not? It didn't knock out the right rear. That was I thought I grabbed that right rear pretty good. You got lucky. All right, we are going to look for that green flag here once again as they get 1 to go. It's going to stack them up 2 by 2. It is going to be Alton and Jolly on that front row once again. Damian Ward up into the number 4 spot. This could get interesting. He's up 14 positions. Raging Ray in 5th. Don't count out that 76 either. You know that Ben Jolly guy. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Alton with a good jump into 1 and 2. Jolly's going to set it in line. Schultz, going to dig on the outside of Ward. Almost got in the back of him. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Alton's going to lead it. He's going to have 13 more laps to go. Can Drew Alton hold on as they head into 1 and 2? Here comes Ward in the number 32. Slides up the track. Almost makes contact once again. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Drew Alton leads the way. Ben Jolly in second. Jacob Schultz in third. Damian Ward fourth. Down the back straightaway. Single file for now. Can they find a way around? Out of turn number 4. Looks like it is mostly single file. You see Ward looking low. Will he be able to take advantage into turn number 1 and 2? Oh, he makes contact. Schultz gets pushed over the edge by Damian Ward. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Drew Alton leading the way. Ben Jolly in second. Damian Ward now knocks his way into the number 3 spot. He's got Eden Hervey behind him. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Alton continues to lead. It is going to be 9 laps to go. This time by 9 more laps for Alton. Down into turn number 1 and 2, single file. Ward putting the pressure on Jolly. Up underneath, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Slides it up the track. Slide job by Ward, cut down by Jolly. Oh, not sure who had it at the line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be 3 wide into 1 and 2. Here comes Jolly to the bottom side. Ward's going to hold it on the high side. Drag race down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the slide from Jolly. Cut down by Ward. That's one way to do it, right? Oh, contact between Ward and Jolly. He's going to push Jolly up and over. Oh, Ward might be in trouble. He's got Hervey behind him. Down into 3 and 4. Knock Jolly off the track as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes Hervey down into 1 and 2. He's going to slide it into turn number 1 and 2. Up the track. Cut down by Ward. Big cut down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Drew Alton in that number 2 spot. Definitely getting dicey for that number 32. Could get sketchy here as they head into 1 and 2. Hervey tries to look up underneath. Can't get it to stick. Battles for second. Drew Alton driving away. 5 laps to go. Down the back straightaway. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 4 laps to go. Watching the battle for second place. Hervey putting the pressure on that number 32. Yeah, official on iRacing, dummy. It might be lagging. TikTok was just giving me notifications. It's a caution flag comes out. Caution flag is out. Yeah, TikTok is freezing up. It's only TikTok. TikTok is giving issues. Oh, we had a big stack up right there. Let's go back and take a look at the beginning of the stack up. This looks pretty dicey here. The 18 is going to be the one that's going to get around here, I think. There's a slide. He's going to go to the bottom. They're going to split Chance Car. Rockefeller going to slide. Oh, he gets bashed off the track. Oh, that was just hard racing there. Yeah, I'm live on Twitch. Everything's MDiTV now. So that was hard racing there. Trey, I seen you over there. All right, so Drew Alton is the only car left up in front for Damian Ward to knock off the track. I see ya. As they are going to get that one to go right here. Classic opener driving. Single file restart. It is going to be a shootout here. I don't know how many laps. Hold on. Looks like it is going to be a 3-lap shootout here. Drew Alton, Damian Ward, Aiden Hervey, Ragin' Ray, and Tyler Hampton into the top 5. All right, Ward, can we do this one without knocking him off the track? Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Big jump for Drew Alton as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Kill count. Right, that's what we need. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Mark said all dirty, yeah. And to turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Drew Alton leads the way into turn number 1 and 2. Ward on the chase in that number 32. Does he have any tires left? Alton's pulling him down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Thank you for the Heart Me Wild Gamers. They head into turn number 1 and 2. Drew Alton continues to lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Drew Alton with the win here tonight. Damian Ward second. Aiden Hervey, Raging Ray, Tyler Hampton, your top 5. Don't go anywhere, guys. We got Supers coming up next at Bristol. We're going to go through these results, and we'll bring in our top 3 because I'm sure they'll jump in Discord. All right, so it is going to be Drew Alton with the win, Damian Ward in second, Aiden Hervey in third, Raging Ray going to be in that number 4 spot, Tyler Hampton in a 5th. Going to be Kenny in that number 6 spot. Hold on, let me pause that. That could be it. Oh, too late. Going to be Ken in that number 6 spot. Jacob Schultz in 7th. Curtis Griffin in 8th. Going to be Zachary Minster. Strong finish for him in 9th. Ben Jolly in 10th. Glenn Chapa in that number 11 spot. Goff Manis in 12th. Trey Pasica in 13th. Going to be Chance Carr 14th. Rockefeller 15th. Lingron 16th. Nick Brundage 17th. And Michael Swank in that number 18 spot. Let's go ahead and bring in the top 3. I don't see him yet. What type of guy thinks I give 4th place interviews? Who the hell does he think I am? Hey, you just want to come in here because you couldn't say anything all race long. Just admit it.
Yes.
That Chapman's got him choked.
Let's do a poll in the chat. Will Raging Ray ever get his chat back?
Probably.
I don't know.
All right. Interesting race tonight. Definitely a little bit of drama. Everybody in the Big Block official and David Ward was playing Rocket League.
Going for demos, dude.
I had to do it.
We were going for demos.
I had to do it. I had to do it. All right, I'm jumping over to the super race while I'm doing this. We'll give Ray a shout because he deserved it. He had a good race. He probably had less X's than everybody else. That's because nobody will date. That's because nobody will date him.
I only had a 2X.
Look at Ray got 0X.
I had 2. We're not going to count the currency.
All right. Well, overall, entertaining race. Heat race number 1 was phenomenal, but Ray, patient, a lot of patience there. Finishing 4th. You got to be happy with that finish. I mean, that car was fast. It was just chaotic back there in the pack.
Yeah, no, I feel like I had a really good piece. I was just super loose throughout the whole race. I think if I can figure that issue out, I think I'll be pretty dynamite here. But yeah, no, congrats to Drew on the win, Damian, Aiden for a good race. I'm glad I didn't get knocked off the track like some of the others, but I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, definitely a good run. He saw Damian coming. He just hit the brakes. I'm just kidding. Good run, Ray. Give a shout out to give a shout out to Friends Family Sponsors.
Thank you, James, for recording this race and streaming it and whatnot. And I want to thank HRE and RTB, for bringing me on here late. I'm excited for things next season and excited to get everything going.
And Randy's out there rooting for you, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, good run. Aiden, man, you were strong tonight. That thing was fast, but it was hard to pass.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really fast. Actually, I felt really good. I actually wasn't really expecting to feel that good. I was just hoping to finish, honestly. I didn't know how I was going to go. I thought I might go over the bank. I just needed to focus on turning clean laps, and Drew told me to just be patient and stay focused, and that's what I did.
Yeah, I seen you weren't out there making too big of moves, but you were trying to find a little something, racing everybody clean. Couple big sliders. You know, this is a track that you know, as you're getting into your groove, it's hard not to go over the edge. It had to be nerve wracking, especially in turn number 3 and 4, especially when you were throwing the slider.
Yeah, I was a little bit. I was actually. It was kind of the opposite for me. I was a lot more confident in 1 and 2 for some reason, or less confident in 1 and 2 than I was in 3 and 4. I've turned a lot of laps here with the 358s. I'm still somewhat new to the big blocks, but I just haven't had a lot of time on the cushion in 1 and 2. And I knew that if it got up on the cushion, I was going to struggle with that. But I was able to make the middle work for a long time. And then towards the end there, um, Damien had that cut down going, and I followed that, and that was really fast. And I was able to get it a little bit better than him a couple of times, and that's when I threw that slider on him. But he was able to motor past me, and yeah.
Grip X.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, obviously I got to thank Drew Alton. This is my rookie season racing big blocks, and there's no way I'd even be competing if it wasn't for him. Think of my IRL sponsors: Cadwell Logging, Eastman Electric, CH Trucking, ASP Motorsports, AA Detailing, everyone over at DAR, and I want to thank you for streaming.
Appreciate you. Good run tonight. Definitely good run. Definitely looking good out there. So look forward to seeing you more next season.
Yes, sir.
All right, Damian Ward out there playing a game of whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
I gotta
Damn
give you
straight. We were playing Rocket League, though.
I gotta give you shit about that one. I mean, there's no way nobody will ever give me any credibility again if I don't give you shit.
Oh, no doubt in my mind. Everybody will think that I'm your favorite. That would never happen.
No hand jobs here. No hand jobs here.
I just want to point out that I made contact 12 times under green flag, and out of those 12 times, 1 contact was with Jacob Scholes, 1 contact was with Ben Jolly, and the other 10 contact points were all with Ray Ramey.
And Ray ended up with a 0x.
Yeah, I only got 2. And that was for contact with whoever the number 23 car is. Aaron Rockefeller gave me a bump under caution. That was my 2X.
Yeah, you know, Lernerville, it is a tough track. You kind of, it gets single file once that track gets worn. Used to be phenomenal on the old build, but it is so hard. I mean, you got to throw such a desperate slider and try and keep that momentum. How much of that plays a role into those incidents where people make a little bit of contact, go over the edge? I mean, none of those hits were really drastic.
No, none of them were super hard contact. Look, everybody rubs against me when they're near me, so I'm going to lean on them just as hard. I see Andrew Clark's very upset that I was rubbing doors. I knew he was known for that, so it really is just trying to set the move up right, waiting for the 2 cars in front of you to make a mistake and sending it. I mean, in the heat race, I was making moves. Unfortunately, the leaders were racing both in transfer spots for who started on the outside pole, and I ended up not in the position I needed to be in. And unfortunately, I thought that I was going to be able to throw a slider in the consi and clear Brian and kind of take the top away from Chance. And I bailed out of it and continued to slide when I thought that I wasn't going to clear. I think if I would have kept my foot in it, I'd been okay. But I'm really sorry to Brian. No, the first couple laps, you just got to keep your nose clean. And I was just picking them off on the bottom. Once it got top dominant, you really just got to be able to squeeze your car in places that it shouldn't. And maybe a little right rear here and there, a little Nerf bar. They're there for a reason.
Well, great, good run up through the track, through the field here tonight. I forget how many spots you were up, like 15.
18th to second, last to second, and honestly, I don't doubt that if I started anywhere in the top 10, I probably would have been dead last or first.
Well, why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I got to thank CFM. All the guys over there, all the guys that were in Discord tonight, Joey, Trey, Nick, Kurt, Blake for everything he does for us, Rocky Photography, all the guys that come in and watch every week, Andrew Clark for having the time to watch the stream, but not the time to grow a set and come back out of retirement. You for putting on the stream every week. And I just want to leave a little note. Ben Jolly, that was returned from Knox Vegas. We're even now.
Well, we will see you next season, wherever we may be, for week number 1, and at a later time, 8 p.m. Eastern. I think we spring forward next weekend or this weekend. So I will see you next time, bud.
You will see me at 9 o'clock.
All right, buddy. Oh yeah, we were doing that tonight too. So,
are you streaming that?
I will stream from my POV.
All right, I'll make sure.
I'm racing it.
Perfect. Martinsville, the elbows are coming out.
Drew Alton. You are on fire here lately, buddy.
Yeah, we just kind of, I guess, finally just put the time into learn a little more, I guess, and I feel like it's really starting to pay off. Like, our consistency's definitely gotten a lot better, and this season, let alone, like, is definitely one of my better seasons in iRacing. So I feel like we're obviously in contending of winning openers now. This is the second one this season, and we really haven't gotten really good until the end of the season. So that's just building good connections and having good people to test with, and dedication, and having good connections to bounce questions off of. That's huge, especially for me. So that definitely helps, and I feel like our time on the sim is definitely starting to show. You know, you're seeing the racecraft change. The racing's getting better. That heat race number 1 was absolutely phenomenal. Tell me a little bit about that race, because that was probably one of the best heat races we've seen all season. Yeah, well, I knew I screwed up a little bit qualifying. I shoved the nose a little bit, and I knew he would be good. I just didn't. Ryan's one of those guys. You never know with him. Like, he's wicked fast. He definitely obviously has the talent to compete for wins. So I didn't know if we would be able to beat him, but I started circling, and I got cleared of him on the first lap, and kind of made the mistake of trying to run the top when I cleared him when he was around the top. So that was just a mistake by me, and we just kind of started throwing sliders, I guess. He had the little better advantage. You obviously want to throw a slider in 1 and 2, and it's in that stage.
Sorry, Braswell.
Or 3 and 4, pardon me.
It's all good. It's hard to pass
he
this
had
track,
that. I
hammer
couldn't
down.
set myself up in that situation. He got it done, but it was still a good race, and I like Ryan, and he likes me, so I think. But I don't know. When you know you got good people around you, you can race really hard.
I'm gonna let you go. My bad. I didn't know
So
Corey's gonna do that move.
That definitely helps.
I missed it.
Yeah, that definitely makes a big difference. But great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I got to thank Dar Speed Labs. Aiden got 3rd tonight. Ben was out leading for a while. We're all showing great speed. I also got to thank Hawk Performance Specialties, Tri-City Contractors, Both Signs of Graphics, Jelly Paints, my parents for getting me the rig, Speed by Alton, TLB, Gonzo's Armory. If I'm missing any, sorry. You for broadcasting, and we're ready for next season.
Good run. I don't know who asked, but we're doing late model stocks at Martinsville after this.
Appreciate that, Kevin.
Oh, that was Ray Ramey.
Yeah, all that information's in Discord for what we're doing for that. But appreciate you guys. Good run here tonight, and I will see you next time.
Thanks, James.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem. Good one, guys. All right. Thank you for the Swan, Young Money. Appreciate that. Sorry, I didn't want to cut him off on his interview. Definitely appreciate that. Was a good little heat race we saw there with Dryman and Selby. We're going to get ready for heat race number 2. Definitely appreciate that, Swan, Young Money. As it is going to be Justin White starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. You got the 94 of Holden Allen in that number 2 spot. Going to be starting inside row number 2 in the number 66. It's going to be Jeffrey Hyatt. Outside of him in the number 10 machine, it's going to be Connor New. Starting inside row number 3 in that number 310 machine, it is going to be Scott Marek. We'll probably see him later too. Outside of him in the number 24, it's going to be Kevin Walker. Starting inside row number 4 in the 321, it's going to be Hayden Tolson. Outside of him, it's going to be Daryl Bass. And rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be Dalston Rutherford. Green flag is out. I love you too, Young Money. Appreciate that. Appreciate that one too. Green. Oh, we got a big wreck in turn number 1 and 2. Holden is out. Hoyt is out. Big wreck there to start heat race number 1. Everybody's going to make it, so no harm, no foul. These guys will make the feature here tonight. But let's take another look at that one. There are no caution flags. It looks, he just pushed and absolutely demolishing Holden Lee Allen. He's going to have to take the tow. He's going to finish last and start shotgun on the field here tonight in the feature as we move back up into the race. Looks like Jeffrey pulling down onto pit road as Allen did not go very well there, as it's going to be Scott Marek to the lead in the number 310. Connor New going to sit in second as we got a battle for the number 3 spot. Here comes Walker up underneath Rutherford, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job by Rutherford, cut down by Rutherford, slide job by Walker. Rutherford going to slide him. Oh, parks it on his nose. They're 3 wide behind him out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Tolson on the bottom as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Little bit of door contact out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. Great battle here for third on back. Here comes Walker putting the pressure on the 72 of Rutherford down the back straightaway as the top 2 pull away. They're going to get 2 laps to go this time by. Oh, contact as Tolson going to feed Bass on right rear as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Rutherford going to lead this battle here. Walker trying to put the pressure on. Drag race down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Here comes Walker down low, side by side through 3 and 4. Walker has to get back in line. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. These cars are so fast here as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Marek leads the way by a ton as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Marek going to take the win. We're watching the battle for third. Out of turn number 4. New second. Rutherford third. Walker, Tolson, and Bass rounding out the running cars. Hoyt, White, and Allen rounding out the field. They did not finish. All right, maybe this will be a quick one tonight, hopefully. Then I can get ready for the late model stocks. Remember, guys, we will be running late model stocks later. By the way, thank you for the heart meat. Also, Young Money, we'll be running late model stocks later at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll go live a little bit after that. I will be racing. We will be streaming only on YouTube. Make sure you guys go give us a follow over there at MDiTV now as we get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 1 machine. I think it's the number 1. It is going to be Derek Dryman. Outside of him in the 310, it's going to be Scott Marek. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 46 machine, it's going to be Matt Selby. Outside of him in the number 10 machine, it's going to be Connor New. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 25 machine, it is going to be Kyle Carter. Outside of him in the number 72, it's going to be Dalston Rutherford. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 06 machine, it's going to be JP Shedd. Outside of him in the number 24 machine, it is going to be Kevin Walker. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 25 machine, it's going to be Brandon Guyswhite. Outside of him in the 324, it's going to be Hayden Tolson. Starting inside row number 6 in the number 1 machine, it is going to be Corey Roberts. Outside of him in the number 90, it's going to be Daryl Bass. Starting inside row number 7 in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Levi Fisher. Outside of him in the number 66, it's going to be Jeffrey Hyatt. Starting inside starting 15th, it's going to be James Braswell. Outside of him, it's going to be Holden Allen. 17th is going to be Nate Wemhoff and Justin White, rounding out the field here tonight in the 20W as we look for 50 laps here tonight in the super late models at Bristol. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Driving going to lead the way. Selby going to slide and park on Mark's nose. Here they come down low out of turn number 2. Mark going to get shuffled back. Nose damage already on that 310. That is going to cost them. That's going to be a big deal here as they come out of turn number 4. Caution flag out already. That is going to be a big deal here at Bristol, having that nose damage. And we are going to go try and take a look and see what might have happened here. Oh, he just stopped. Walker stopped and hit the brakes and they pile into him. Caution flag is out. Well, that got interesting. Christopher, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Caution flag is out. I'll tell you what, Scott might need to go in and fix that damage. It is early enough in a long enough race. It might make sense for him to go in and fix the damage on that 310. That is significant damage in these cars. It's going to make a big deal on a very aero-dependent track. All right, we are going to hopefully get that one to go this time by. As they stack them up 2 by 2, I think we might be looking for the green flag. Maybe not. I don't think we are looking for the green flag yet because they are not stacked up. They might. So we're going to get at least one more. Go, WK. As Dryman leads the field, it's going to be Scott Mark on that outside in the 310. How about, I'll tell you what, we watched heat race number 1. That was a hell of a battle there. Oh boy, we got drama in the chat over on Facebook. What's up, Durgan? All right, we got him stacked up into turn number 1 and 2. Looking for that green flag this time by. This is going to be on Derek Dryman in that 1 machine. I think it might be a 10. I don't know. Is that a 1 or a 1-0 or 0-1? Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to get a single file pretty quick up at the front, looking to put some laps in. Pay a lot of attention to the 310 machine. I'm curious how that car is going to handle here tonight as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for that number 2 spot. Mark going to try to roll the bottom. He is losing a ton of ground. Big run. Selby had to get on the brakes. Caution flag already. Oh, man, it's like the widest track. Why are we strong? Oh, no. He got clipped by, oh, my God. He got clipped by Tolson here. Let's take another look at this one. Oh, he got hit, clipped there, and then there's going to be big contact for the 25. Hard into the wall right there. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag is out. This field is shrinking quickly. as we can see why we might have had a little bit smaller field here tonight for the supers. DT Bean, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, right. All right, they're going to get that one to go, I think. I hope. They're side by side. I have no clue if they're one to go. The Clint Rack. What's up, Shane? Shane, you running with us later? As they come down the back straightaway, they are not one to go. Hopefully they get it this time by. Yeah, come out and have some fun. All right, we're going to stack them up again. Hopefully we can get some green flag laps in here, guys. What do we got? 2 laps in? Yeah, 2 laps in, guys. Come on. 2 laps. Yes, it is iRacing. Some people like to call it iPacing. Because that is what we are doing here for the supers as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Dryman going to get on the gas. Mark tries to get to the bottom, but Selby going to keep the nose in there as they head into 1 and 2. Here comes Connor New in that number 10 machine, going to roll the bottom out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Selby all over the back of Mark as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Selby going to try to make the move as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, contact out of turn 4. Mark gonna hold on to it. Selby going to slide him. Mark back with the cut down. You know, good old pie basin. What's up, Moody? Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be finally 4 laps complete as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Mark with a ton of damage. Hey, Moody, you know better than me. How bad is that damage going to hurt Scott here at Bristol? I think that's pretty significant. Yeah, right? Down into turn number 3 and 4. 5 laps complete. Dryman trying to pull away from the field. Selby in second. Connor New in third. Here comes Daryl Bass to the bottom. Yeah, Mark's falling back like a rock as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Tolson. Tolson going to try to make a move. Slides up. Parks it on his nose. Mark back with a cut down. Down the front straightaway. Oh, he feeds him the right rear into turn number 1 and 2, but Tolson did not give him any room as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Braswell going to try to get up in this battle too, also in the 66 as they come into turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Mark rolls the bottom down into turn number 1 and 2. 7 laps complete. Big run on the outside. Those guys going to go around down the back straightaway. Mark falling back into that number 7 spot. He's going to have to consider going down on pit road if they get a caution. Caution flag laps take a lot of time here. You can get a lot of that damage fixed as Dryman continues to lead. Selby in second. Connor New in third. Battle for third starting to heat up as battle for fourth starting to heat up as Tolson and Bass go at it down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Bass going to have that number 4 spot. Tolson took the high side, took the run down the back straightaway. He's going to throw the slide in 3 and 4. Cut down by Bass. Bold move by him. Drag race down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Bass going to keep rolling the bottom through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Tolson going to get the run, takes the spot. Move Tolson up to 4th. Daryl Bass in 5th. Braswell trying to join the party as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. These guys might be quicker together. If they can hook up and try to reel in those top guys, it could be interesting here. We'll see if they are. It does look like they're catching Connor New as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Dryman can continue to lead. Looks like, we got issues. White having issues as he is turned around. Caution flag comes out. White was trying to protect that safety. He's got a 1.76 He gets more damage here. We got one in the wall there. Let's see what happens to the white. Oh, he lost it. Caution flag comes out. And we got people coming down on pit road. I think Scott needs to come down. Will he show his nose onto pit road? There's only 4 guys behind him that are not on pit road for serious damage. And they actually have damage too. I think it could be a big brain move if he went down on pit road, but he does stay out in the 310. I mean, you can get a lot of damage repaired here. Ton of time on these pace laps. Ton of time on these pace laps. Hey, are you guys having trouble seeing any of you guys with iRacing out there? It is not showing me anyone on my iRacing friends list. You guys getting the same thing? I see no requests, which I know I got a ton of, and I still see no friends. It says I got no friends. Can you guys believe that? These guys coming across the line. It is still 2 to go. 2 to go. As we are going to re-rack and restack them next time by. Hopefully we get some green flag laps in here. Hopefully. These pace laps are brutal. That's one thing I hate about Bristol when there's cautions. The big blocks did a good job. We didn't get, how many cautions did we get for big blocks? 1, maybe 2. That race went pretty clean and pretty smooth. All right, we're going to re-rack them, restack them. It looks like we got a few guys on pit road that will make their way back out. Get them stacked back up. All right, looking for the green flag. It is going to be Dryman. He has dominated so far. Can he continue to do it here tonight as the green flag is out? Green flag is out. Looks like they're going to head into turn number 1 and 2. Dryman going to try to pull away from the field. Kyle Carter does have a black flag back there in the pack as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Dryman going to continue to lead. Selby going to stay on that tail. Tolson up into that number 3 spot. Braswell in 4th. Connor New has fallen back to 5th as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to stay nose to tail up at the front. Selby putting the pressure on Dryman as they come across the line. Here comes Selby. Selby going to ship it into 1 and 2. Slide job up the track. Here comes Tolson and Dryman down to the bottom side. Tolson going to pull out as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track once again. Cut down by Selby. Selby looking to take a win. Oh, they make contact down the front straightaway as here comes Braswell. Braswell going to slide into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Dryman down low on Selby. Great battle for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Selby gets 2 sideways. Contact. Able to hold on to it as Dryman takes the lead. Selby falls back into the 2nd, and they are side by side. Here comes Tolson in the 327. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Dryman continue to lead. Here comes Braswell. Giving us a bump to Selby down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Dryman leading the way. Selby in 2nd. Here comes Braswell down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Tolson going to settle back into that number 4 spot. He's got Connor New looking up underneath him out of turn number 4. Here comes Braswell looking back up underneath Selby for 2nd. Throws the slide. Selby going to cut back up underneath out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Selby easily takes that number 2 spot back into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Here comes Braswell back down low. Drag race. Selby gets the wall. Oh, Braswell going to have it at the line. Big stack up there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Great saves. Here comes Selby back down low. Selby going to get up underneath Braswell once again. again, ships it into turn number 3 and 4, slides up the track. Braswell back with the cut down. Out of turn 4, he's going to have the spot at the line that time by. Braswell, oh, Selby grabs the wall. Thought he lost the spoiler, but the spoiler grows back. Lucky for him as they head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Selby wants to throw the slide. It's not there. Makes contact with Braswell. Braswell saves it in the 66. Here comes New trying to take advantage. Braswell says he's got issues. His steering is broken. That is unfortunate for him as he's falling back like a rock in that number 66. As we get back up into that number 2 spot, Selby has it. Connor New trying to dig in as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Connor New. Connor going to slide him in turn number 3 and 4. Cut down by Selby. A little bit of contact. New into the wall. Down into turn number 1 and 2. 24 laps completed. It'll be halfway through this time by. Here comes Tolson. Caution flag comes out. We do not get that halfway point as Levi Fisher has issues all by himself. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. Just stops on the track. Oh, we got drama afterwards. Drama after the fact. We can see the beef has overflowed into the caution flag. Here comes Braswell. He's going to take a shot at Selby. Might have hurt that left front a little bit, but absolutely smokes his own car. Knocks the right front off. Oof, that is unfortunate for Braswell as we are working the caution flag. This is getting interesting here tonight. Looks like Connor New is telling Selby he's not happy with him as we work the caution flag for the 4th time here tonight. All right, we are going to re-rack them, restack them once again. Looks like we are going to be at least minus 1, maybe 2 cars here. I think Fisher and Braswell will both be done, so I think we're going to be down to 11 cars, maybe 12. Looks like Connor New going to come down onto pit road. Still surprised Marek has not come down onto pit road. That car was fast early on, but got that damage. That damage definitely holding him back in that 310. But hey, it might keep him out of the chaos. He might still end up with a decent finish out of this as these guys incident point themselves out, wreck each other. This could be good for the 310 too. Might be a bold move staying out with that damaged car. Let's see if they get that one to go at the line this time by. As we got them stacked up 2 by 2, I think we are going back green flag this time by. Can't see the pace truck from here. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be Dryman and Selby on that front row. Does look like Levi ended up back out. Green flag is out. 53 JoJo, thank you for the follow. As Dryman going to ship it into turn number 1 and 2. You got to wonder if he has eaten up those tires. This could get interesting. Here comes Daryl Bass in the number 90. Bass going to thread the needle, slides up into the number 3 spot as we got a battle for the lead. Selby trying to get up underneath Dryman as the battle is for 3rd. Here comes Tolson. Tolson going to slide Bass into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Bass back up underneath. Slides into turn number 3 and 4. Tolson back with a big cut down. Rutherford sitting in that number 5 spot. Might be in a pretty good position here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Tolson not able to throw the slide as they head through 1 and 2. Follows Selby down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Contact between Bass and Tolson. Tolson slides up the track. Bass going to get up underneath out of turn number 4. Drag race down the front straightaway. Give Tolson that number 3 spot that time by. Selby's going to bang the wall. They're 3 wide for a second. Bass gives the door to Tolson. Tolson with the big save out of turn number 2. Rutherford takes advantage, slides into 4th. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It's going to be single file for now as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Right now, it is Dryman leading the way. Selby in second. We're watching the battle for third on back as it looks like Bass going to try to pull away. Here comes Tolson. Tolson with the slide into turn number 3 and 4. Cut down by Russ in line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Holden Lee had a horrible heat race, got wrecked out in turn 1 in that number 994 machine up into the number 6 spot. He is up 10 positions, trying to work his way forward as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Dryman going to continue to lead. We're watching the battle right now for that number 5 spot. Allen had to back out of it. Caution, flag comes out. Why are we wrecking for last? Intentional caution there. Caution flag comes out. I mean, I feel for him. He got caught up in an accident that wasn't him. All right, we are going to get out here as these guys are going to probably get that one to go this time by. We'll see as they come out of turn number 4. All right, I think we are stacking them up back 2 by 2. Nope, we are still at least 1 to go. So Scott did go on pit road. He is finally getting the damage fixed in that 310. I was kind of surprised he didn't do that earlier. They did fix a bunch of it. Should be better when he gets back out there. We're going to find out if he can drive his way up through the field. As they should be getting that one to go this time by as they come out of turn number 4. We're going to take a look at that Scott Marek machine when he pulls it off pit road. Let's see how much. I think they got most of that damage fixed. Actually, does not look bad. We're going to see what it looks like when he pulls back out on the track, but that 310 looking a ton better. Should be faster. All right, he's going to pull off a pit road. Yeah, that thing looks a ton better. We'll watch and see if that 310 can make his way up through the field. Looks like they got all that damage repaired, if not all of it, most of it, as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Great start by Selby on the outside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Dryman going to slide up the track out of turn number 2, bangs the wall. Here comes Selby down low, contact down the back straightaway. Oh, did Selby just got incident pointed out. Selby incident pointed out as Dryman takes the lead keeps the lead down the front straightaway in 1 and 2. Daryl Bass going to be in that number 2 spot. They're going to be 2-3 wide. Here comes Connor New looking for 4 wide down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Werewolf thank you for the follow as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Slide job by Tolson. Tolson up to second. Scott trying to make his way up. He might need a little bit more help here as he has taken that damage repair, but it might be a little, he didn't catch the field in time. He's got to navigate his way up through the field as Dryman continues to lead. Tolson going to try to reel him in 1 second back as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Back here it is absolute chaos as Holden lead. Allen has moved up into the number 4 spot. He is up 12 positions, our biggest mover, as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. So Allen into that number 4 spot, clearly into 4th as we got a battle further on back. Looks like Connor New has moved up into the number 3 spot, back up into the number 3 spot as he tries to move his way forward as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. A little chaotic back through here. Let's see if Mark is making his way up through in the 310. Just Dill Pickle, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As we got a battle for second. Is Connor New going to use up Tolson into that number 2 spot? Not sure if they made contact, but it definitely looked a little crazy as Connor New is now up to second. Could Connor New catch Derek Dryman as he heads through turn number 3 and 4? He's going to have 11 laps to do it as they come out of turn number 4 across the line. We got a little bit of beef out on the track. We're going to move back up. It looks like New has pulling away. Oh, Tolson is done. Tolson is out of the race. Allen in at 3rd, Rutherford in 4th, Nate in 5th, Corey Roberts in 6th. Daryl Bass has fallen all the way back into that number 7 spot. Big damage on the right front of that number 90 machine. Manning Nelson, thank you for the follow. As they come out of turn number 4, it's going to be 9 laps to go. Dryman continues to lead. Connor New is reeling him in, but does he have enough time? He's probably going to need a caution to get there. We'll see as they come out of turn number 4. We're 8 laps to go. Yeah, he's starting to lose some ground. He's probably hoping for a caution. Might be saving a little bit of tire here, just keeping his pace in that number 2 spot. If he gets a caution, going to see if he has anything for him. Nate Wemhoff is closing in on Holden Allen. We might end up with a battle for that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 7 laps to go. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be single file for these guys so far as Mark tries to reel in Derek Bass for the number 7 spot. Got his damage repaired, starting to move his way up through the field. He's going to need a caution too as Allen rolls the top side in that number 90 machine. Wemhoff down low out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. So 2 different lines being ran here. It looks like Wemhoff a little bit faster all over the back of Allen as that gap for the lead is closing in, but it is only 5 laps to go as they come across the line. Wemhoff going to roll the bottom down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the slide. Wemhoff up the track. Cut down by Allen. Allen going to have the spot that time by. This is the battle for 3rd as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lap traffic up ahead. Here comes Wemhoff. Back down low as Allen through the slider. Down the back stretch. Looks like we got one getting out of the way as Wemhoff going to slide up the track. Allen back with the cut down out of turn number 4. Allen going to send it into turn number 1 and 2. Had that number 4 spot that time by. Wemhoff in 3rd as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Holden. Holden going to ship it into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Big cut down by Allen. Allen tries to get the run. Can't quite get there. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Connor New is not going to catch Dryman as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for 3 and 4. Slide job by Wemhoff. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. We're going to stay on the battle for 3rd. Down the back straightaway. They touch at the line. Allen going to slide up into 1 and 2. Wemhoff going to go to the bottom. Big drive off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're going to send it into turn number 3 and 4. Wemhoff with the slide into 3 and 4. Cut down by Allen. It's going to be a drag race for the line. He can't get the run. It's going to be Dryman, New, Wemhoff, Allen, and Rutherford. Your top 5. Derek Dryman dominating here tonight. Let's go through those results once it gives me a chance to do that. And then I'm going to go get ready for our late model stocks. If you guys have not, go over to our YouTube. Make sure you follow MDiTV now. I'm going to be racing. We're doing late model stocks at Martinsville. Should be fun. Could be interesting. Make sure you guys give us a follow over on YouTube also, as it is going to be Derek Dryman with the win, Connor New second, Wemhoff in the third. Going to be Allen in that number 4 spot, Rutherford in 5th, Roberts in 6th, Daryl Bass in the number 7 spot, Justin White in 8th, Mark in 9th. Going to be Fisher in the number 10 spot, Carter in 11th, Tolson in 12th. Going to be Brandon Geisway in that number 13th spot, Selby in 14th, Braswell in 15th. Going to be JP Shed in the number 16 spot, Walker in 17th, and Jeffrey Hyatt in that number 18th spot. Let's take a look real quick. Let's see who incident pointed out. I'm just curious. Selby? Selby is the only one that incident pointed out. Tolston must have had damage. But guys, we're going to check and see if anybody's in Discord. I doubt it, but nobody is in Discord. So that is going to be it for tonight. For the dirt side, we will be back only on YouTube later. I'll be racing. We're going to do late model stocks at Martinsville. So as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.